Woo! Hello, hello. We're here. We're doing this. Woohoo! Happy Friday to everyone. Except if it's not Friday for you currently, then happy, I don't know, Saturday morning, whatever other day of the week it might be for you. Happiness. Happy days, happy evenings, all that. I hope everyone is doing as well as can be. Sorry for the couple minute delay. I got out of work a little bit late. And just literally came straight home, just sat down and started this, but also grabbed some munchies. So, sorry for the little delay. But hey, we're here. We're gonna chill out. And we're gonna have a fun time, right? Right. So, as you can tell from the title, we will be doing the tiny house portion of our crystal today. And that crystal is Garnet. We did her creation yesterday night. And now we'll do her tiny house. I do not expect to get 100% done today. If I do, awesome. But if I don't, that's okay. These are so good. This is the first time I ever tried these. It's called Off the Eaten Path. Not sponsored, just a foodie. But they're veggie crisps, but like have actual vegetables in it. So it has rice flour, sunflower oil, dried green peas, dried yellow peas, dried black beans, sea salt, and some type of antioxidant. But these actually aren't bad. Again, I'm not sponsored. I just like sharing y'all when food is good. Yeah, so I only plan on being on here today for maybe about 2-ish hours or so. Right now it's 9:18. So usually my goal for like the 2-ish hour stream is to hit it until 11 at night. But you know, we'll do what we can. So we are working on Garnet's tiny house today. Where did I put her? Was it wasn't in Tamarago or Tamering? Oh my gosh. No, it wasn't. It was was it the romance place? Did we put her in Tartosa? Oh, yep, on the beach. Yep. Okay. So this is Garnet and her kitty butt journey. Since Garnet helps to aid people with like transformations and while they're on their journeys in life. So if I make a little fur baby for the pet, for the crystal, I like giving the pet a name that relates to the crystal. So wow. Hold on. Oh, okay. I didn't want to just name the kitty butt like Red or something. That's too cliche. So, alright. I'm looking for my notebook right now so we can start cheating. Oh, here it is. Alright. Let's put in our cheats. Whoop whoop. And I thought to put her on the beach in Tartosa. Ow, it just felt right. Which, I mean, granted, this is a very grand area to have a house on, but whatever. I don't care. Alright. Let's change this to Garnet. Tiny house. Let's change the lot type to tiny home residential. And let's put in her cheats. Alright. So we got BB dot move objects. Let's see. BB dot show hidden objects. BB dot show live edit objects. Can I put that in it? Yeah. Okay. And then bb dot enable free build. Why am I being mentioned? Hold on. What's going on? Oh. It always entertains me whenever I get tagged on something on like social media and it's because someone's trying to win something free, so they're like, put her in. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Okay, enable free build. And then bb dot ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. And then free real estate on. Oh yeah, on. And then we're also going to put on testing cheats on. All right, we're looking good. So what do I want to do for her? This is the moment where I start like low-key spacing out, because I'm like, what do I want to make? What do I want to make? I think I'm gonna make it daytime. Ooh, that's bright. I think I'll make this a tiny house. Like a up to 64 tiles. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, there's a moth. Okay. I'm going to make this a tiny house, which a tiny house is up to 64 tiles, as you can see right here. Okay. Alright, let's get to it. It's a little bright, actually. Let's just start, when we're going to start building, we're just going to start it on evening mode, because usually I love doing the afternoon light, but it's a little too bright. I will also make this house be on like stilts, not like tall stilts, but stilts nonetheless, because it's a beach house. I want the water to go underneath it. So I definitely want to have a porch. Dang, that's 24 tiles. You know what, let's do it. Let's just see. I love rounded porches. Okay. Alright, so let's do it like not too high up, but yeah, kind of high up. Again, it's a beach, so the was it foundation? You can change the foundation to stilts in the, what is this? Like the foundation trims and whatnot. You can change it to be on stilts. I think that came with Island Living. Or it might have just been base game. I don't know. Yeah, I like these two. Or that one, or I like the roundness of this one. Alright, I'm gonna keep it as that for now. And okay. So what do I want to do? Let's look at it from above. How do I want to do this? I want a lot of like syrupy aspects of love. I don't know how that's gonna look, but we're gonna make it look good. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that can at least be the bedroom. And maybe like oops. How do I want to do this? Oh. Oh, that's a weird shape though. I don't like that shape. Okay. Let's take this side in some. Let's push this back more. Because I definitely don't want to make it 2 stories. Though, maybe I should just make this a small house. Because if it's Garnet, there's a high chance she's going to make a family, right? So, let's do small house. Oh, I was trying to be different, but no. I'm going to need space for a family. Like, 2 bedrooms. Okay. We're going to do that. And then, yeah, I can make more rooms over here. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna make this a small house. So this can be, oh, actually, we have 78 tiles. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? So I have, what, 7 tiles to go? Maybe I'll do a little deck-like thing over here. Okay, let's tuck that in a little. Oh my gosh, that 99. Oh, come on. Okay, let's maybe delete that. Okay, maybe just a square. And then, 99, 100 tiles. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, because they can just walk down the stairs there. Cool. Awesome. We did that. Whew, okay. So let's copy that. Oh. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but okay, so today's August 30th, 2024, and I don't know if anyone else noticed the fact that the Facebook logo changed. Yeah, it just really threw me off. It's like black in the background, but then the blue letter. I don't know if anyone else knows that along the way, but it definitely was like, whoa, that's weird. Facebook trying to be like, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like this. I'm liking this a latte. Yeah, so I noticed that it was different today. I was like, oh, okay. So, I don't know if anyone else noticed. I'll ask people if they join in on the stream at some point, but I know this one is a little bit later in the day kind of stream, and plus it's a Friday. Y'all aren't gonna be here on a Friday. Y'all are gonna go out and do stuff. Or just stay home and do stuff, but... Wow, what just fell? Oh, my affirmation fell. That's weird. Yeah, y'all got things to do on a Friday. That's one of the reasons why I love, can this change? That's one of the reasons why I love being able to post my streams up on YouTube because it must be applied to a room. Isn't that a room? Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I love posting this up on YouTube, because like regardless of how many people can actively join the stream, it's still really nice to like, you know, rewatch stuff. Sometimes you play something in the background and it's like, oh, okay. I like doing that type of stuff. I like giving people that option. And I never want anyone to feel like they have to be on my stream. No. If I'm just literally background noise, sucks that you chose me for the noise because I'm noisy, but it's all good. I appreciate being your noise. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. Maybe like right there. Yeah. Alright. Let's copy that. Put it over here as well. I'll have to shrink it down to just one side, but that's all good with me. Come on. There. Oh, geez. What are you doing? What are you doing there? That's exactly not what we talked about. There we go. Alright. Now let's put some railings on. So I specifically got this one from the Island Living pack. So I don't know if it does it have railings that are similar. Please say yes, because I don't want to have to change it. Oh, it just has these ones, and I don't necessarily want to do those ones because it's so like almost like cliche. Just because it's on the beach. I want to have a little bit more variety than that. So let's try to find one where oh, that's too bright. There is a similar color. Oh, I don't think we're gonna be able to. Ah, dang. Can this one? No, they're all like a lighter shade of red. Like, are there any that's like a dark red again? I don't want to have to change the stairs. I don't want to. No. I am frustrated. What does that look like? Yeah, no. Okay. Maybe if I just make this a dark brown. I thought it would look cool because of the... Okay, I'm just going to have to delete it. I thought it would look cool because of the, you know, garnet being red. But I don't want to have the stereotypic, like, stairs on it. Like the steps. No, I'm sorry, the railing. I don't want to be... Okay, I'll do this one. I like the concept of it being wooden, though. Alright. We'll copy that, put it over here as well, and then make that side... Well, this side is going to be just one block. Yep, and the other side, the main front side, is going to be 2 blocks. Okay, and then... I think I'm actually going to move it over a little bit. Should I? Yeah. Alright. Now, I know there's railings for this one that's not bad. Yeah, I like that one. That's not to say the other one was bad. It's just not what I needed. So, okay. We'll put that railing on there. This railing on here. Sweet! I like. Cool. Awesome. Let's do the roof. Woohoo! How do I want to approach it? I'll probably just do the hipped roof. These are times where I wish Sims would just bring back auto roofing. There's no reason why auto roof can't be a thing again. Like, Sims, you really had us in a chokehold with that. Not gonna lie. And then you had to ruin it. You had to ruin it. Okay. I was almost tempted to pitch down the roof height, but we'll see. Okay, let's shrink that down to... Oh, no. Okay, so... Ooh, okay. That connects somewhat. Maybe if I actually stretch this out more. Yeah, buddy! Okay. Now it's just one more on this side. Copy that. Put that there. Oh. Well, would you look at that? Look at that. Oh, Jake!
OJ the Viking played Thug Life for 0 bits.
Well, welcome. And here I was thinking that you went into zombie mode again. I'm very much in hamster mode. I'm eating the best veggie crisps I've ever eaten in my life. Like, you can literally see the vegetables. Yeah! It's giving very, like, it's John Cena! Oh, Lord. How you doing, King? How you doing on your Saturday morning? Hail to the king. Oh, speaking of that song. Oh my gosh. Get out. Ugh. I think we have moths in the apartment, and it's really actually disgusting me. Yeah, speaking of Hail to the King, ESPN posted this video on TikTok with this dog. Oh my gosh, what was the dog's name? It was some type of, like, really cute name. I'll have to remember. But in the background, they're playing Avenged Sevenfold's Hail to the King. And I'm like, besides the fact that, yes, that is absolutely one of the best songs you could play right now, I'm like, the fact that they played that while Doggo was on screen, it's like, yep. I'm, while I'm not always happy to be here in this lifetime, I'm happy to be here in this lifetime where the Doggo is being praised while Hail to the King is playing. Okay. Yeah, like you know, on Fridays, not going to be a long stream at all. I said earlier that pretty much whatever happens in the stream happens. Like, if I finish this house in the stream, awesome. If I don't, awesome. But I'm still shooting for my, you know, my typical 11 time to get off, about 2 hours time. It's 9:38 right now, so whatever I get done today, awesome. And I can do more a different day. So, I won't keep you up too long. Yes, okay. Let's do that. I love the look of a curved, a curved porch. Oh, Lord. No, it's bad. I stumbled at the wrong time.
OJ the Viking played Thug for 0 bits.
Yeah, I deserve that one. Stupid. Oh, golly. Oh, I don't like that that post is just going through the stairs like that, but, should I change it maybe to the squared off ones that we were looking at before? Maybe, baby. Not much better. Though I do actually like the look of the squared ones. Oh, I swear. Today at the salon proved that the shadow period of the Mercury retrograde is real. Like, of course Mercury retrograde affected us, most of us, in a very unpleasant way. Whether you want to admit it or not. But I can just, like, between the full moon, retrogrades, even solar eclipse, I can literally just tell when there's something in the universe that's going on that's affecting the people. Because, man, do people act wild when it's just anything. Like, it's just crazy. Today was definitely one of those days where I was like, yep, shadow period. Let's see what that would look like. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. I think I want to have, like, this piece being, like, an accent look. And everywhere else, like, this. So I'll put that there for now. Some type of stone. No. Let's see what that one looks like. No. Ooh. I think I like this one a lot today. I also drunk iced coffee on my way home, so I'm gonna be buzzed. I think it still had the Cafe Bustelo in it. I think, I don't know. Monty just makes coffee because she doesn't let me make my own coffee. She'll make a big batch in the morning, and even when I try to make my own, because I'm like, I don't want to take away from y'all, she'll be like, no, it's okay, I'll just make it. I'm like, okay. Like, I know how to make coffee, but okay. I like that accent. Alright, let's put some doors on this house. There's some doors on this house. Oh. I wonder what songs would be created with the topic being there's some doors in this house. What does that look like? That's a pretty door. That's adorable. Gosh, I can't stand myself sometimes. Alright, that's a good outside door. Maybe if there's a slimmer version or something, I could put that on the back door.
Bruh. OJ the Viking played bruh for 0 bits.
Yeah, I deserved that one too. I deserved it. I'm not even gonna... Yeah. I blame you. Most of your puns get on my nerves in the most loving way of saying that. And it's, you know how like when you hear a word and it's actually like a really dumb word, and you're like, oh, well, that's dumb, and then you start saying it. Yeah. Well, you're like, I don't want to say it, but then you're like, haha, JK, that's actually really funny. It's actually how I started saying bruh. Started saying in high school, because that was a super popular time. Bruh. And I'm like, I'm not your bruh. Until I was like, I am your bruh. It was also this picture I saw on Facebook. It was like something degree of like, I say bruh or bro lovingly, but babe friendshiply or something like that. The guy's right. That's why I give you most of the facial expressions I give you, like the I'm mad that it works. I am mad that works. If it works, I can't be mad. Let's do this for the room. So this is gonna be the living space. This is gonna be the kitchen space. Some type of maybe kid's bedroom, since this is Garnet and high chance she's gonna have a family. So I'll probably put a bunk bed in here. So kid's bedroom, bathroom, and then large bedroom. And yeah. That's what we're doing. I'm keeping it one level because it's not common to see beach houses having super tall, like super high levels. But it'll have high sea levels. Oh, I need to go home. I am home. Yeah, that made me chuckle. That did genuinely make me chuckle. Oh God. That's one of those like in the most respectful way I can ask this. Can you please just shut up? Like, don't shut up, but also like please. Which I hope what's his face never sees this. If he does, okay. But those sandals were hideous. Sure, let's just see what that looks like. Oh, I also need some windows for the walls. What do I want though? I want open, like big windows. Hopefully there's no secrets inside. I like this one. Let's do this one. I want that one. Okay. Let's do that there. Let's do that there. Let's do there probably shouldn't be a large window for the bathroom area. So let's do like the smaller one. I mean, unless if Tom Peeping is around. But he's not, because I'm not a nasty sinner that has wicked whims. I swear, every time I do that now, though, I think of Marley, because I don't know, I might have mentioned it before, but let's just pretend I didn't, so that way, like, I can be entertained. Whenever she pretends to feed her baby doll, because I think it was on, like, I think it was from Miss Rachel, or I don't know, one of the shows she was watching, the person on the show was holding the baby, and she's like, no, you gotta feed the baby. So now whenever Marley holds her baby, she's just like, I'm like, girl, how do you even know to do that? Like, babies are wild. Like, how do you even know, like, okay. Alright, rant session for a moment. Shocker. I don't get, oh. I mean, if he's happy wearing ugly stuff, valid. I know, you know, people like doing, like, the ugly sweater stuff. And you know what? If wearing something ugly makes them happy, then, you know, go at it. It's wild to me that, like, I know it's a very, like, yeah, duh concept, but it's very wild to me that language is literally just repeating sound and making sense out of it. Like, again, like, yeah, duh, but it's wild to me. Like when Marley or Kai, you know, as they're learning to talk, it's really like, okay, if you're like mama, like, she's she's acknowledging that this sound relates to her maternal figure. Like, and it's crazy to me that, like, I know American enters the chat, but it's crazy to me how, like, you know, like, people that learned not English growing up, like, they hear that sound too, like, the whatever means mom in a different language, and they're just like, yep, that relates to this maternal figure. Like, it's so cool, but I'm also like, but how though? A girl in my family when she was like barely over 1 year old. Everyone, once she has maybe had this toy phone. She put her handle. Oh, see, that's like, that's so cool to me, but that's also so weird. And it's also weird the fact that if you pretend with, like, kids these days, and you're like, hey, pretend to take a picture of me, and they'll pretend to like hold out a phone, like, be like kind of thing, versus like kind of thing. I'm like, wow, are we old? I don't know, stuff like that is just so interesting to me. And I know I say interesting a lot as if that's a bad thing. Most of the time when I say interesting, it's not a bad thing. If I think something is a bad thing, I'll probably just say that it's not my ideal thing. But it's just quite interesting to me. And I also think that when it comes to, like, kiddos and whatnot, I think the concept of them, like, being so heavily influenced by influencers, like, I feel like sometimes when they talk, it's very like, hey, let's go over here and shop at this store. We're going to this mall. I'm so excited. Or they just don't say anything because they have social anxiety. But it's not just like, hey, we're going over here. And maybe that's why I have more of my vibe to, like, live stuff. Just very like, hey, I hope everyone's doing well. Like, chill out if you want to. I don't know. Influencer culture is crazy. Yeah, her mom must have been a Gossip girl. That's crazy. See, stuff like that is crazy to me, that, like, she goes, you know, picked up on her mom making that sound, so she's like, no. That's crazy. Sorry, you're probably hearing my crunching. At this very moment, I don't really care. But I acknowledge that the sound is probably there. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like when I'm pushed back too far, like my sound, I don't know if my sound picks up well. And I'm way too insecure about the sound of my voice to go back in and see if, like, if there is such a sound difference. I would rather just not hear my own voice. Thank you. You're like, wait, you're crunching? What are you munching on? Munch, munch, munch. Da 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 da. I think, since Hail to the King is on mine, I think that song went triple platinum. Fruit banana, grab some chips. Ooh! What flavor chips? I'm gonna see. Did hail, not bail. Hail to the King win any awards? Let's see. Yep, the single was certified 3 times platinum as of August 23rd, 2023. Silver in the UK in 2020, and platinum in Canada in March of some year that I'm not reading. Bail! 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 Since also still Hail to the King is on the mind, did you ever, I don't know, I could have researched right now, but I genuinely didn't feel like it. Did you ever listen to whatever band, Aaron Elijah was in before he joined Avenged Sevenfold temporarily? I mean, I know he had plans on staying in the band longer, but there was, like, disagreements and whatnot. And I guess he just didn't match the vibe. But have you heard, did you hear of Aaron? I always think of it as Aaron because it's like Arin. So, like, I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce it, but I just say Aaron until told otherwise. But, yeah, have you heard any music that he's done beforehand? You almost told them much love from Berlin. I mean, I guess that's one of the nicer things you could say, but you're not in Berlin. Okay, that's looking cute. I want this to look like slight romance vibes, but more just like cozy vibes. We gotta find some wallpaper. Or, well, wall stuff. Aaron in Berlin. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if he was someone that was on your radar at any point in time. But, I mean, his drumming was good. I think... Okay. Here's my little 2-cent opinion. Regarding drummers, between, oh my gosh, between Aaron's style and Brooks' style, like Brooks, what, Wackerman, that's his last name, from Bad Religion. I actually think, okay, I prefer Aaron's willingness to do weird stuff, even if it might not vibe too hard with the band, which that wasn't necessarily the case. Like, the band was definitely fine with weird stuff, as we've seen with Avenged Sevenfold, but I respect Arin's willingness to do weird stuff. But I like Brooks's structure more. Brooks has a better sense of like, I mean, both of them stay on the rhythm, of course, like, or stay on the beat, like, you know, they're good about that. But I don't know. I think there were moments in Hail to the King's album. That's the one that Arin was on. There are moments where I'm like, was this portion of the drumming necessary to do this with? Because, like, as much as I'm always gonna be team, like, hey, go crazy, do weird stuff, at the same time, if some type of instrument like thing or a singing thing or something, if something specifically takes away from the uniqueness and I don't know how to word it, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's almost better to be more simple at times. Though, I feel like I'm the worst person to defend simplicity. Though, I'm like, okay, before you do all that weird stuff, you gotta master the simple stuff. Like, you gotta make the simple stuff sound fire before you even go to the realm of weird stuff. And I just feel like Arin was jumping in too quickly into the weird stuff. Before showcasing to the world, like, bro, can you even, like, hold a beat kind of thing? I don't know if that makes sense, or I just sound like I'm, like, BSing or something, but I feel like while Brooks wouldn't have been my immediate choice as far as, like, hey, the band should choose this drummer, I am happy that that Brooks is with the band for the long run over Arin. And I mean, maybe I'm also biased too, not because of you, OJ, but like, maybe I'm biased as well because while I didn't listen to a heavy amount or even close to a lightweight amount of Dream Theater, my first introduction to Mike Portnoy was the Nightmare album. I know, Crucify Me. But even from just that, from listening to him perform in the Nightmare album, I'm like, ooh, this guy's sick. I know, like, yeah, there's other songs I should listen to that really showcase skills. Yeah, probably, I wouldn't be surprised, but for now, yeah, I feel like, of course, top tier choice for someone that isn't the Rev would be Mike Portnoy, but that was temporary, so I really like Brooks being in the band. Is that an implication of something that I should be like, oh, about, or is that totally something that's like bro, what you talking about? I don't know, like, when Avenged Sevenfold started, I feel like Avenged Sevenfold started, like, with their, Sounding the Seventh Trumpet album. Oh, dang, that sucks. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I still
emotional damage.
OJ the Viking played emotional damage.
Dang,
for
all the
0
stuff. If it makes you feel any better, I still love simping over drummers. Even though I don't know many of them, drummers are just hot. They're really attractive. Yeah, I mean, I should listen to more Dream Theater. Am I going to today? No. But one day I will. And I'll be able to shout them out when I get famous, and they'll be like, hey, thanks. Even though you only know us because of Avenged Sevenfold, but thanks. I'm like, hey, at least I know y'all. Yeah, I like Mike Portnoy's style. I actually would have liked to see how he would have continued on with the band's journey. And I feel like I can see strong resemblances from the Rev's drumming while he was still alive. Duh. And how the Rev, like, I see the influences that the Rev had from Mike, from the couple of Dream Theater songs that I have listened to, as well as Mike taking over for the Nightmare album. And I know the Rev laid out a lot of tracks to the Nightmare album and whatnot. I'm aware of that. But I have listened to some Dream Theater. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like Mike's style the most. But since he's not there anymore, I'll take Brooks over RN. But I don't know. I mean, clearly the band is vibing most with Brooks as a, like, you know, as a drummers that aren't the Rev. Like, I feel like they probably vibed with Mike the most, but, you know, Brooks has proved himself. He's just, I feel like, okay, when I listen to the stage album versus Life is But a Dream, I'm not trying to compare them as if, like they're the same album. They're very different from each other, and I respect that. But I feel like, why is that not showing up much? Okay, that's weird. It's not really showing up much of light space. Okay. I feel like Brooks showcased more like the weird stuff during the stage, and then I felt like Life is But a Dream was a little more simplified, which I don't know if it was intentional or not, but nonetheless I did notice that, which a part of me is like, okay, cool, showing us some variety, but I almost wish some of the simplifications were shown more during the stage album, because I would have liked to have worked up to the weird stuff with Brooks. Which, I mean, yeah, you should probably just listen to Bad Religion if you wanted to get the showcase of him. Well, I'm not going to listen to them today, so. Okay. Like, Mike said that it was the band with Mike Portnoy. Like, he felt like that. That's very strange, since I didn't think he took the spotlight too much at all. If anything, I think there were moments where he could have probably showed a little bit more customization, though I know he was trying to, like, showcase what was already written down for the music. Oh, they did? Wow, that's also surprising still. No matter who said it, that's very surprising. I didn't get that vibe at all. Not in the least bit. Yeah, like, there were some moments that felt very Rev-like, but it was also because the Rev laid out a lot of the drumming for it. I didn't feel like he took the spotlight at all. And I say that in a respectful way. Like, I felt like he, like, knew his place kind of thing. Like, okay, I'm thinking through the songs. I mean, Welcome to the Family, that should be some type of, like, heavy drum introduction, because it's, I mean, May's the Rev welcoming you to the family. Oh, okay. That's just very surprising. Okay. Actually, you know what? I want to make this an archway. Yeah, I thought there were certain moments that Mike could have done more in, like, what's the song? In God Hates Us, I felt like there was, I love that song. Oh, I love that song so much. Ooh, that's one of my favorite, like, I could scream to that song. But even in that song, that's already pretty, like, all over the place, he could have done more, like, crazy stuff. The song is called God Hates Us, for Christ's sakes. Like, he could have done way more. And I mean, I know So Far Away is supposed to be more on the soft side, so valid. Tonight the World Dies, overall that was more simple, so, like, valid. I don't know, I just, like, Fiction, of course, that was supposed to be, like, more piano based, so his drumming was going to be very minimal. Though, I don't know, I'm also kind of like a song named Fiction. It's a, song with the only, I think the only song that has the Rev's full-on voice in it. I don't know, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I love deconstructing albums. Like, I used to do that just for fun back in high school, like when I was a teenager. That's probably when I should have realized that I was touched by the tism. Because why am I, like, hyperfixating on these songs? Not just because it was simple, but because there was so much going on with songs. That should have been a sign that I was touched. Because I've probably thrown out so many of my notebooks by now, but there are plenty of notebooks that I've had where I would write out a bunch of, like, oh, this relates to this. Oh, this song is relevant to this song, and, stuff like that. Yeah, no, I don't know. Mike could have done more. But I think what he did was solid. Like, I don't think there was anything in any of the songs on the drumming side where I was like, wow, that sucks. There's a song called, what's it called? Wait, hold on. I'm playing the song in my mind. Set Me Free by Avenged Sevenfold. Duh. And there are many moments in that song where I felt like it could have been more. Like, towards the end. The Avenged Sevenfold is known to have, like, from the start of the song to the end, it gets more progressively, like more energized, more like, ooh, ha, oh. And by the end, it's just, and I felt like towards the end of that song, like, if you ever listen to that song, OJ, like, I'll point out what I mean. If you don't ever listen to it, then I'm just gonna point out now. But, like, I know there's a word for it, but when, like, the chorus repeats itself, but it's like a variation of the chorus style, they could have done that towards the end of the song. It's very like, like, set me free tonight, set me free tonight. And the guitaring is very, like, simple through. And they have a moment where, like, I don't know if it's necessarily the bridge, but there is a moment in the song where, like, they have, like, a ooh, ooh, ooh. But then it just kind of concludes with, like, the same melodic, just set me free tonight, set me free tonight. And I'm like, that could have been the moment, like, the release of energy. That's what I'm trying to say. There was a lot of pent-up energy, in my opinion, in certain areas where I felt like a release of energy would have been diabolical. Oh. Wow. That's surprising. Like, Avenged Sevenfold not taking on Mike Portnoy as a full-time drummer is crazy. Yeah, it was a big time tease. Like, yeah, the Set Me Free song, it is very good. I love the fact that in that song, it, like, each of the main verses utilizes a sense, like one of your senses. I like that because it's, like, subliminal. But I like that a lot. But yeah, there were plenty of not plenty. There were some moments where I was like, I don't know. Like, towards the end of the song, it plays the same type of, guitar part, like, that was playing the normal chorus. But I'm like, that needs some type of, like, dueling guitar, like, what's playing in my mind, I can't audibly say because I don't know how to audibly say it, but some type of just, like just some type of, like, harmonize, like maybe they start in unison but then, like, harmonize, and then like the end is just them maybe, like, playing the same note and just boom. I don't know. Why wasn't I a composer? Why didn't I go to school to be a composer? Like, Miss Girl. In the words of Nell, Miss Girl. Hey, kitty! Stupid hoe. A stupid hoe. Yeah. Like, I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I know I'm right in what I'm talking about. But I can't put the words together to prove that I'm right in what I'm talking about. Why'd that need to be so aggressive? Why not? Like, I'm trying to think of an Avenged Sevenfold song that could be like a see, like they did in this song. Let me think. There's so many songs like out that they have. It's hard for me to play through all of them. I don't know. When I remember it, I will scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. Yeah. Yeah. I still to this day, but I used to watch a lot of Avenged Sevenfold. This is a very Avenged Sevenfold stream. Just, we're going with it. Because, okay, prefacing, whatever. Like, I feel like by now, people that know me know how much I simp and love Avenged Sevenfold. Like, I love them to pieces. So I intentionally try not to talk about them too much. Because, like, just why would I kind of thing. Plus, I know like, that can get annoying. So, I intentionally don't talk about them too much. But I need to have my moments where they need to realize how much of a fan I am of them. So, this will be one of many streams, but let this be that stream. So, I wish I could change that. I don't like the fact that it's two of the same. Oh yeah, I used to enjoy, and still do, enjoy watching, like, almost like band rehearsal like things from Avenged Sevenfold. They would record a lot of them, like behind the scenes stuff, which of course we realize now how appreciative we are of that because of the Rev not being here anymore. And they still do that even with the Life of a Dream the stage album, I have to say, whatnot. So yeah, watching the videos, there's one where, what song is it? I think for Backcountry, they're doing the like recording for Backcountry, and so like M Shadow, I think it was M Shadow. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I think this is like, and it was, I think also for, what was it? Unbound, the Wild Ride. I think that was another one of the songs where like speaking sound effects. That's absolutely what I would do. I would not ever be able to write down like the exact this is what it looks like, but I can sure enough be like and visualize like I'm looking at like a treble clef and You're right. You're right. I know, I really can't talk about whatever I want. Watashi wa sta. Stop. Yeah, it's gonna be a very A7X stream, which makes sense fitting for Garnet since I do enjoy them and they are some of the most attractive men on Billie Eilish's Green Earth. They are some fine men. Fine men. And even like the people that have come and go along the way. The only person I don't know what he looks like. So on their first album, was it their first? Maybe first and second. So Johnny Christ, bassist, we love Johnny in this house. He wasn't the original bassist. They used to have Justin Sane, one of their, I think, high school friends. Johnny was actually the younger brother of someone that they're friends with, and he was like, "Can I join the band?" They're like, "Yeah, but we're gonna bully the heck out of you," and they still do, because whatever. So I don't know what Justin looks like, but otherwise, everyone else, you know, M Shadows, Sin, Zachy, Johnny, the Rev. Oh, the Rev is a divine man. I know Mike Portnoy isn't Avenged Sevenfold, but nonetheless, give him his respects. He is also a divine looking man. Arn, I'm not too huge about, like, attraction wise, but I'm still like, you know what, you're a drummer, so that saves you, because, man, do I love drummers. And then, Brooks, I'm like, okay, Brooks I'm pretty neutral about, like, yeah, pretty boy. I think his chillness is what, like, confuses me and intrigues me at the same time, because I'm like, I don't know, he's just very reserved, like, you know, M will be like, Brooks, throw down that track, and you'd just be like, but, like, I don't know, I feel like the Rev would have been like, wow! I don't know. I'm so thankful that my mom won tickets when she worked at one of the phone companies. She won Avenged Sevenfold tickets back in 2008, and Monty was the one that was, well, she still is a big fan, but she was the one that was, like, super hardcore simp, saw them during Warped Tour and, you know, early concerts of them. And she's like, oh my gosh, Mom won free tickets. And then Mom's like, hey, you want to come? And I was like, yeah, sure. I do enjoy some of their music. Sure. I was very limited in what I knew from them. And at that point, I think they had up to maybe City of Evil up to that point. I think it goes Sounding the Seventh Trumpet. Okay, Sounding the Seventh Trumpet, Waking the Fallen, self-titled, City of Evil, Diamonds in the Rough, which I guess you can debate whether or not that's an actual album. I consider it an album. It was recorded and it has artwork. So, Diamonds in the Rough, and then Nightmare, Hail to the King, The Stage, and then Life is But a Dream. Dang, they got 9 albums? Shish! Okay. Why was I listing off the albums? Oh, because they had up to City of Evil, I think, at that point. I think that's Yora. I hope I'm not wrong, but I think that's Yora. So, I knew some of their songs here and there. High key, the first time I ever heard Beast and Harlot was because of Guitar Hero. They had it on there as one of the hardest songs. And not even realize at that time it was Avenged Sevenfold. I was like, ooh, this song tickles my brain. I was like, this song sounds like it should be in a candy store, but, like, make it in hell. I was saying that, but I was saying that, Monty was my introduction to Avenged Sevenfold. So when my mom won the tickets from her job, Monty was very like, yes, I want to go. And my mom was like, hey, you want to go too? And I was like, yeah, sure. Let's see what they're about. Like, I knew of them, but I didn't know much of them. And then I went to the concert, and I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. And that was the first and last time I ever saw the Rev live. And had I known he would have died about a year later, I don't know what I would have done, but I don't know. But I'm very thankful that my mom got those tickets. She won them, so they're free $99. Yeah, they're the band that I've seen the most thus far. I've absolutely seen them, I think, like almost 15 times in my life, which doesn't sound like a lot. Kind of does, but it doesn't sound like a lot. But the fact that I'm only 28, it's kind of like almost like a concert every other year, one would say. Oh, I have not seen Blues Brother. I've never even heard of the movie, yeah. I've never heard of it. And the band is also the reason why I'm a fan of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, because of Backcountry. I didn't know the reference that they were making until I did some research. And I was like, oh, and then I saw the movie. I was like, oh yeah, I can see it. And then, we can't stop here. This is Backcountry. And I was like, ah, I knew that reference. Oh. But yeah, I have been a fan of them for a significant amount of time. My love from them has never decreased, even when I intentionally don't talk about them as much because I get insecure about talking about them too much. But I'm a huge fan of them, and I love that M Shadows is a big gamer. I love that 2 of their songs was featured on Call of Duty, even though I don't play Call of Duty. I love that 2 of their songs was featured on there because, like, bomb. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. What is it? Lord, I can't multitask to save my life. It's Carry On and what's the second one? Wow, I hate them drawing a blank right now. Was it 2? I think it was 2. Hey, Ariana, I don't know if you're still around, but thank you for subscribing to my YouTube. I just got the notification. I wish that, like, YouTube message stuff can be shown on this too. I don't know why it doesn't, even though it says it's connected to YouTube and my lives and whatnot. Songs eventually filmed did for Call of Duty. Not Ready to Die. Duh, that one. Oh, I guess, wait, actually, there's a couple songs that, Avenged Sevenfold has on Call of Duty. I thought it was just, Not Ready to Die and Carry On. One brother's been in prison. The other person, that's how they don't really play church. What's it? Church makes no. Oh, okay. Oh, interested. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so Not Ready to Die is featured in the Call of the Dead Zombies map. Nightmare is featured in the Moon Zombies map. Carry On is featured in Black Ops 2. Campaign and Zombies map Transit. Shepherd of Fire is featured in Origins zombie map. Oh, Jade Helm, yeah. That's one of their, like, not known songs, but they made a whole album dedicated to their the band actually has a video game. I used to play it. But Jade Helm, okay, Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, multiplayer, whatever. And then Mad Hatter was featured in, I can't read Roman numerals, so whatever IX is. What is that, 5 or something? I don't know. Zombies map. Cool. But yeah, so Not Ready to Die and Call of Duty, oh my gosh, Carry On are the 2 main songs from Call of Duty that I'm aware of for Avenged Sevenfold. But nonetheless, yeah, so I don't play Call of Duty. You guys will probably never see me play Call of Duty on stream or anything like that. But I played for a brief moment, and then I realized it's just not for me. But Monty was a big time Call of Duty girly. She just doesn't play games as much because she barely has time. But she was a big time Call of Duty girly. And it's funny because her username on there was like some type of, I think it was called like Sugar Baby or something like that. So, you know, you hear these grown dudes all like, ah, Sugar Baby killed me. I was like, ha 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 ha. Like, good for you, queen. I don't know why her name was Sugar Baby. She wasn't a sugar baby. But you know what? Sugar! Finding curtains for certain sizes of windows really makes me have an itchy head, and not a good way. I'm mad that I can't find a curtain that I want. Yeah, a bad itch. Like, I'm fine with my good itches, because that's like positive sensory overload for me, but the bad itches, oh, no, 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 no. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard to find? I guess with bathroom I could do that one. I don't know. I have to play with more of them later on. I don't feel like lingering too much on just curtains. So let's keep on putting stuff down. This song sounds like Isn't She Lovely? Like, it's like do 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 do. Oh, okay. Do do do. That's Isn't She Lovely? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Okay. Back to simping over Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, a good amount of their songs, not really. Some of their songs, I taught myself how to play on bass guitar, like bass guitar, as well as, like maybe like one or two that I randomly like picked up by ear for my viola when I was in high school. But yeah, I just really love the band. Their musicality is so different. And I know that sounds so cliche, like, oh yeah, they're so different. But genuinely though, I know the band, you know, has their influences. I know, like, if you listen to other influences enough, you'll be able to see the ties. I know. And I feel like certain things they've done, they've really, like, almost borderline sculpted even more. Like, dueling guitars has been a thing for a long time. I know. Hey, kitty butt. Can you please, like, express love to me? Hey, come here. Ugh. She looked at me just to walk away. Screw you. But she'll probably scream at me at some point. Yeah, like the concept of like the dueling guitars, I just feel like that's so like they really made it stand out more. They really were like, you see this precious gem? We're gonna make it crazy. We're gonna make it great. I know, again, other bands have done that too. I know. I'm just talking about Avenged Sevenfold right now. Okay. I do like the dueling guitars that they've done, and that was one of the immediate things that stood out to me, where I was like, ooh, this band is tough. I like this band. Can I put a different band underneath? I think so. Trying to find just like cozy looking stuff. That's pretty cozy. That looks cozy too. Yeah, that was one of the first things that stood out to me about the band. It's like, oh, they're really able to, like, not even just harmonize, but make themselves individually, like, shine, while also dueling with each other. Like, playing sometimes the same part or different parts, and just doing it both of, like, individuality plus, what's the word? The opposite of competition. Like when you work together. It's a C word. What is the word? Collaboration. Yep, thank you. So, like, they weren't necessarily the first band I ever heard do dueling guitars. So I will say, while my dad's way more of a, like, hard rock and, like, heavy metal fan, kind of more so nowadays, not to say he wasn't before, but just showcase it more nowadays, I feel like he has played music before where I'm like, oh, that part sounds really cool. Like, I really suck at multitasking because I can't think of, like, a specific song, but Avenged Sevenfold's not the first ones to do it, and I know that. I'm trying to think, like, what is a song that has dueling guitars in it, that's, like, an older song? They'd be aware of. Which one? But yeah, but nonetheless, they did. They presented it in a way. The band presented the dueling guitars in a way where I'm like, yeah, this is a vibe. This is their signature. And quite frankly, not no one, but barely anyone nowadays alive is necessarily original. And that's okay. I don't say that as an insult. It just literally is. Can I put this in? Well, I guess I can. Yeah, barely anyone is original nowadays, and that's perfectly fine. So, it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, if you're, like, gonna step out into the music scene and make yourself different, what are you gonna do that's gonna make yourself look different from the next person? And I feel like early on, Avenged Sevenfold harnessed this like concept. It really was like, boop. I was like, ooh, okay. Right. And I wish more people would acknowledge not many people are original nowadays. And that's fine. A majority of people that are alive currently are not original, and that's fine. Just literally make use of what has been presented out to the world. Oh no. Make use of what has been presented out to the world and just, make it your own. I mean, how many brands of like cut up fruit are there in the world? A ton. Does that mean that, someone shouldn't come out with a brand of cut up fruit? No. It just means that they're not the first or even the 500th or whatever to do it. Like, that's okay. So, I have the utmost respect for people that are able to create something very original. I just don't think it makes them so significantly better than someone that didn't come up with an original concept. I care more about the execution, because just because someone came up with something and they're considered original for it, doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing well with it. So I like seeing how people live out ideas. So, yeah, I mean, my favorite, I'm just thinking of things regarding Avenged Sevenfold. My favorite album of them is severely hard to say because it also depends on what my mental health state is like at that current time. Though, if I had to say like, oh, this is an album that has absolutely no skips in my opinion, I would immediately say their self-titled album. By far, like, there might be times where I skip a song if I'm just like, no, I really want to hear this song. But that is an album for me personally that has zero skips whatsoever. There's songs that I've heard growing up from that album where I'm like, ooh, this is nice. But then there's songs as an adult that I've listened to, like re-listened to, and I'm like, oh, this got deep. Like, okay, let's express the elephant in the room for a moment. So, earlier than not on an Avenged Sevenfold's presentation, they were never problematic and that I'm aware of, though they mimicked certain of their, like, certain bands that they like, their influences. They mimicked certain behavior, like, things of theirs because they're like, oh, I want to be like them. And they've spoken on that, so it's not even like I'm making stuff up. So, like, okay, like their song, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I just don't really, like, when it comes to bands that I super like, I just try not to, when it comes to really anything that I super like, I try not to talk about it heavily, which I know it sounds counterproductive, like, why wouldn't you talk a lot about the things that you like, because people know I like it, so what else is there to talk about? Besides if something new comes out with it, sure, but, like, I guess what is there to talk about? Like, if a conversation isn't gonna be made or whatever. Like, not made, but, like, why am I bringing that up? I guess streaming gives me opportunity to just talk. Yeah, so Avenged Sevenfold they've definitely had... Cat, can you just, like, show me affection, please? What are you trying to... That's one of the things that freaks her out, doing the sound. She was about to, like, jump up onto my makeup area. What? Yeah, but I can just talk about it to myself. Let's see. So they mimic certain behavior, like things that their favorite, like, older artists would do as well. Just because they were like, oh, well, that's cool if they do it, whatever. And which is why one of the reasons why they've changed their style significantly over the years, because they realized, like, oh, hey, actually, we don't vibe with certain behaviors. Again, they've talked about it. So even with their song, well, I need to be told it again because sometimes I don't believe it. Sometimes I'm like, I need a 3-page essay as to why you believe that. So they mimic certain behaviors. And so yeah, Critical Acclaim is one of the songs where it can be interpreted two different ways. I want to say their interpretation of it wasn't necessarily like, yeah, we're going to simp over America kind of thing, but like very much so the concept of like, we're like the best country in the world. Like, oh my gosh, this country is like man and woman died for our rights, so like respect it kind of thing. They don't really have that type of direct stance as much nowadays. And they've actually publicly spoken on problematic things that have happened over time, like in society. So like cool to them. But Critical Acclaim, one can interpret it either as like American simp anthem or anti-America anthem. Like, I don't know. There's certain verses where I'm like, it can be interpreted either way. And I vibe hard with that. But I don't think a song like Critical Acclaim would be able to last nowadays. Like, they don't really speak on that song much because they're like, that's in the past. And yeah, like certain behaviors overall. I wouldn't be such a simp for them if they weren't able to publicly be like, yeah, we're kind of dumb for this. Okay, I'll watch that in a moment. Yeah, I will watch that in a moment. Yeah, they've publicly spoken out on like, yeah, that thing wasn't as ideal, or we did this and that wasn't really cool. Not like they've had much like, oh, this isn't cool moments, but yeah, I mean, I feel like Avenged Sevenfold's one of those bands where, like, how there's those TikTok videos that's like, if you like this band, this is what it means about you. There was one guy that was like, something degree of like, if you like Avenged Sevenfold, you're probably a left-leaning dad or something like that. Cause I guess, I don't know if they're considered a dad band, but I guess they might be. Which, none of my business, I don't know about that. So, yeah, like, I feel like once upon a time, like, would they have been considered left-leaning, like, earlier on? Yeah, I mean, more like some type of moderate, like, vibes. I think that's more so just because they were ignorant and didn't know much better, and lived in California, and so they're probably trying to rebel against, like, these dang hippies kind of thing, just for them to become, like, not hippie aesthetic, but kind of, like, hippie in their beliefs, kind of. I don't know, but dang, do I love that band so much. Yeah, their self-titled album has absolutely no skips to me, and I performed Gunslinger during my high school's talent show. My friend and I, we're still really good friends to this day, her and I performed that song, and why? Like, hey, but that song's like a total, like, military simp song. Why would you do that? Because a lot of my friends at that time, not like I had a lot of friends, but a collection of friends at the time were gonna join the military, and I was definitely like, oh dang, because I'm severely anti-war, and not to say I'm pro-military, but I'm pro-soldier, I guess. Like I respect the fact that like people are willing to sell their bodies to the government like that. Fair enough, do you? But I'll never be pro-war. But nonetheless, a little sad that a lot of my, not sad, but like a little like, oh, but so many of my friends were gonna go to the military. So I was like, not to say like, oh, because I'm never gonna see you again, but like, the military just really changes people. And respectfully, like, I get it, but I don't like that. I feel like it makes people, well, duh, I know it's the case, but I feel like it makes people desensitized to things that are emotional in society. And while I would rarely think of myself as an emotional person to begin with, I'm really not that emotional of a person, if anything. I think many times I lack emotions. But I just don't like the fact that what you have to lose who you are in order to be like, yeah, we're ready for war. Kind of, I don't know. It's just very like, interesting. But nonetheless, that point aside, yeah, I was very sad at the thought that, you know, some of my friends could potentially go into combat or even like badly injure themselves while in the military. It makes me sad. And what should I say that it doesn't make me sad just because like America? Like, no, it makes me sad. I give them respect for doing that, but it makes me sad. So I wanted to, my friend Brittany, she was also going to be one of the people joining the military. She didn't end up because I think there was something messed up with her ankle or something. But her and I are still really good friends to this day. But Brittany and I, well, Brittany was gonna go to the military, so I was like, oh dang. So her and I, she also loves Avenged Sevenfold too. Her and I came up with the idea of like, hey, let's sing Gunslinger. So we did it, and I mean, looking back, the part I'm about to say, looking back, like me nowadays, I probably wouldn't have done it. What I'm about to say. Let me see real quick. But we had our friend, one of our mutual friends, like standing next to like a flag, like the American flag. Why can't I line up? Okay. Well, she was standing next to the American flag and like saluting the whole time and like did some slight like whatever military walking steps, whatever. But I mean, she did end up, this mutual friend, she did end up going to the military, and I think she ended up becoming like a sergeant or something. So it was one of those like, oh dang, like, yeah, you're leaving. Oh, I didn't do it to simp over the military. I didn't do it to simp over really anyone. It was just a potential tribute to my friends that were leaving. And I was like, well, I hope I get to see you, even if it's just scrolling on Facebook. Oh, hello. I hope I get to see you again. Bye, kitty butt. She's so funny. But yeah, it's a good song nonetheless. And it's funny because when we did the audition for the talent show, Brittany and I, you know, you have to play a recording of the song as a backing track. And so we had to stand in this classroom with the head person of the talent show, and we sung it to her. And you know, the intro is very soft, very just ding 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 kind of vibes. Almost like borderline country vibes. And then when like the I don't know, transitional part comes in where it's just like, yeah, like you can see her like, whoo. Like, don't act like you never heard a rock song before. She was, you know, towards the end, she was very like, oh, wow, you know, I didn't expect it to go in that direction, but it was so nice. So we're like, yeah, bet. So we performed it during the talent show. Of course, we didn't win, but we performed it during the talent show. And yeah, multiple people were like, whoa, Now, I know my mom went. I don't remember if my dad went. But, my mom already knows the song, so it's not like that was much of a shock to her, that, like, part, but, yeah. Hey, Jess! There you are, Queen Bobine. You can join in with this, Jess. I'm talking about Avenged Sevenfold. And how I love them. I love this little hug aspect of the chat. I love that that's the thing. Jess, what are some Avenged Sevenfold songs that you like? Also, how much time do I have left? I have about like 25 minutes left, I think. Yeah. Oh my gosh. How could she ever? What a sinner. Yes. See? Ugh. I mentioned Hail to the King earlier. It's a triple platinum song as of 2023. I was like, well deserved. And it's funny because that song, people love to hate on that song. Like, people love to hate on that song. It's like, well, then don't make it triple platinum. And whenever that song plays live, bro, I love. Okay. This is gonna sound so strange, especially coming out of my mouth. I hope this doesn't blackmail me one day. If singing along and chanting along to Hail to the King while Avenged Sevenfold is performing it live with all their background stuff and, you know, just Hail, Hail, Hail kind of vibes. Yeah, you always want to see my reactions to things. I will look at it in a moment. I say that lovingly, not in a mean way. Though, I don't know why you still, like, try to get my reactions to things when most of the time my reactions suck. Like, I'm probably gonna be like, huh, okay. And you're gonna be like, okay. But it could be entertaining my mind. But, if singing along to Hail to the King, you know, with the background stuff, with the chanting, with the live performance, with the massive amount of attendees, if that's what it feels like to be in a cult, I understand a little bit more why people would join a cult. I know most of the time they don't realize they're in a cult, but appreciation doesn't mean that my reaction is going to be grand. I will watch it. Oh, the Ocarina of Time, guys. Okay. It's actually saying that this video is no longer available. Please ask you to resend it. So, resend it. I've never seen that before. Yeah, if that's what it feels like to be in a cult, like, I'm not validating it. I'm not saying cults are good. I'm just saying I understand then. Like, a sense of belonging, a sense of, like, okay, there it goes. Hold on. Hold on, I will look at it momentarily. Why does it keep saying that? I promise it's, like, I'm not just saying that, I promise, like, it keeps showing me a notification. Can you just, like, send me the link from YouTube or something? Or is that what you're trying to do? Usually if you send me something from YouTube, it'll show, like, the URL. I don't know why I keep saying that. Like, I'm gonna screenshot it so you see that I'm not BSing, even though I don't think you think I'm BSing. I'm still paranoid. See? Okay. Well, didn't you say it's like 3 minutes? Oh, okay. Oh, you trimmed it. Oh, maybe it just doesn't like the fact that you trimmed it or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'm trying not to have the sound pick up too much on here because I don't want to get, like, copyrighted or whatever. Valid. I feel that. I can see that. That's valid. Why? Oh, because... Yeah, that's cute. um... I want something on this roof, but I don't know what. Okay. It's 10:55. Got a little bit of time left. Where's the, oh, I can put a windmill on. Not windmill. Turbine. Wow. We're not at. Well, we are at sea, but we're not at sea. Yeah, I get the vibe that it's more of like a musical, like, movie. Which, it's interesting. Older movies sometimes sit weird for me. Not like, oh, why'd that turn black? Oh, maybe there's shadow over it? I don't know why that turned, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes older movies, some older movies, not all, but some older movies sit weird for me sometimes. Again, not like in a bad way, but just like the acting in it gives off, like, even if they're trying to be cheesy, serious, sometimes it gives cheesy vibes. So I'm like, But yeah, I can see the resemblance. That's cute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think there's a window. The new crew movie. I don't know what that is. Yeah, they do change over time, the acting styles. That's fair. Oh, the Crow movie. I have been hearing some positive feedback about that movie. Also one that I've never seen. I don't know if I will in life. Not because anything they did wrong. It's just like a very like I don't tend to watch older movies. I don't watch movies, period, most of the time. But I don't really watch older movies much. Sometimes I wish I did, just to say like, oh, I grew up with the classics. But I didn't. And I'm fine with that. I feel like sometimes the only people that aren't fine with the fact that I didn't grow up with classics are people. Like other people and not me. Like, I'm not necessarily opposed to my lack of knowledge in movies. I feel like sometimes other people are very like, oh my gosh, have you not seen this yet? Like, wow. Like, okay, and you going on like that does not change the fact that I haven't seen this, and now you're making me more than likely not gonna see it. Yeah. I did hear that, like, I guess it's very, like, goth leaning of a movie. I don't know. One of my teachers back in 8th grade, he asked me if I've ever seen that movie, and I said no. He's like, what? You dress like that? You haven't seen it? And I'm like, no. Like, I don't... Bold of you to assume that my attire comes from a movie. Like, weird. I love that for you, Jess. Yeah, TV dinners they can be very cozy. They can give such, like, I'm content with the world vibes. Yep. Yeah, literally. Yep. More times than not, the more something is brought up to me, the more I'm inclined to not engage with it. And if people don't like that, then hey, maybe realize you're doing a little too much. I don't know. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a cool fact. Cool fact of the day. I'm gonna put that there. I guess so. I guess I could be very like, yeah, don't do jail. Guess so. I don't know, like, because I kind of like what I said earlier, I don't like people having certain expectations of how I'm going to take in something. And so, like, okay, if I watch, I don't know, if someone's like, you need to watch Crow, oh my gosh, watch it. Like, okay, with the teacher, if he was like, you really need to watch Crow, which he pretty much was, and I watched it, and I told him I watched it, he's like, so what'd you think? Did you love it? And if I say no, I'm just saying that hypothetically. I've never seen it. I really don't know anything about it. I know minimal about it. But if I said, that wasn't really a cup of tea, then he's gonna be all, why don't you like just... I can't stand this whole, like, ugh. Like, there are certain things where I'm definitely, like, if someone doesn't like it, I'm like, okay, fair enough. Weird. Fair enough. And there's select things where I'm like, well, you are entitled to your wrong opinion. I say that more as a haha, not really. I'm actually serious. But, I don't know. I just don't like doing the whole, like, even when it comes to me enjoying Avenged Sevenfold, of course I think more people need to enjoy the band. But that's one of the reasons why you won't really hear me talking about the band much, because I know it's quite annoying at times. Like, I don't know, I guess being on the other side of things for me, I don't really know how to word that. But, like, I just think that if someone wanted to listen to the band's music, they would. Like, once they know they exist, okay, if you want to listen to it, then you'll listen to it. If you don't, then you don't. I'm not bothered either way. Someone liking or disliking the band does not affect my life. So I'm like, whatever. Defiance is strong. Yeah. I will say going into things blind, I personally feel like gives me a more maybe accurate depiction of if I'm gonna like a band, movie, show, whatever. Like if I go into a museum and stumble across a painting where I'm like, whoa, this hits me, that's different than someone being like, you need to see this painting, oh my gosh, look at this painting, it's my favorite painting. Then I'm gonna be like regardless of what my reaction is inside, I'm more inclined to be like, eh. Or like, yeah, it's cool. Or, yeah, it's alright. Or, you know, whatever. Like, I like hearing about what people like most of the time. But I just don't like the... People are just annoying with it. Let's be real. People can be really annoying with it. There's a line between, like, yeah, I think you'll like this. Like, okay. Probably won't, but okay. Versus, like, why don't you like this? I don't know. That's valid. Making your own opinion on stuff definitely is the way to go. And I almost feel bad if I am not, like, enjoying something as much as the next person. Because then I'm also like, okay, is there something that I really didn't catch on to? Like, I'm trying to think of a popularized artist where I'm like, I don't see the OMG aspect. Like, I'm trying to think of an artist that probably won't get me, like, canceled sooner than later to think about and express why I don't really care for them. Like, I don't know, I'll say a more cliche one. Like, Imagine Dragons. I will say, I do love their song Radioactive. I thrive off of that song. Every other song that I've heard from them, though, I'm like, mid at best, but eh. Imagine Dragons I'm very about. Except for Radioactive. There's actually a cover on YouTube of Radioactive. It's a, no, not cover, I'm sorry. It's a, crossover, whatever it's called. A crossover between Radioactive and Fall Out Boy's Light 'Em Up. Like the My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, so Light 'Em Up song. And that, that does something to my neurospicy brain where I'm like, yo, I literally feel the fireworks in my forehead. Oh, y'all don't realize how much I love that crossover. That's not me telling anyone, you have to listen to it. Just, if you end up listening to it at some point, then you would have listened to it. I don't really know much to say that, but, yeah, that's a valid way of approaching the books. Heat Lightning, that's crazy. Yeah, that's so valid. That's so valid. I don't know. Just maybe that, I don't know. Again, there's a fine line between someone just expressing what they like, you know, valid, do it, even if I don't like whatever it is, valid. There's a fine line between that and, like, just being weird about it. I feel like even with my obsession of Avenged Sevenfold, you'll never see me do anything that's like a, you need to like this band. No, I like that band. And if you want to speak to one of my love languages, which is Avenged Sevenfold, then you will cater to that love language and be like, hey, I don't know, quickest way to my heart, hey, what are your thoughts on insert song right here? Then I'm going to be like, all right, well, propose, and now we'll talk. But, like, no, I'm not going to be that person that's like, why don't you listen to them? Now, in my perfect world, I would prefer someone that enjoys the band as well, but oh my gosh, the world's not perfect, no matter how much I am. How come? Oh, that doesn't look cool. Let me do on evening. No, I want to put like kind of dirtyish sand right here to showcase like movement. Oh, okay, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, I guess, well, that doesn't look dirty. I guess I could use that one. Just a little something over here. Yeah, and like, engaging in music talk is always going to be something I fangirl about. Oh, I still smell the body oil that I put on myself. It's one of the ones I got from Kineticon. Robin Buckley from the brand Mad Labs. A lot of their stuff was based off of like certain movies and shows and whatnot, so that's probably a reference, something I don't really care about, but its bases are peaches and cream, strawberries, warm brown sugar, and vanilla. It smells divine. Tag! We're playing tag? Yo, I was so slow when it came to like playing tag. Like when someone tags me and they start speeding off, I'm like, I'm not gonna chase after you, so I guess you won. And that shows how not competitive I am. Okay, we got a couple more minutes. Again, I don't want to hold y'all up too late tonight. While we still have, well, while I still have Avenged Sevenfold Domino Mind, I just thought of like a list of sad songs they've created. Like, not just sad for the sake of just being like not so like delightful, but like, oh, this is sad. I feel like okay, my feelings towards So Far Away versus like Seize the Day, both songs are severely sad, yes, but they're sad for like similar reasons but also different literal reasons. Like Seize the Day is sad because that music video was super sad. Like, bro, like your girlie gets killed in the video, like car crash while she's pregnant, and like, you know, the boys rob a whatever store, liquor store, and of course the main character gets caught. He goes to jail. Wife is super pregnant. She's all like, it's your fault. He's like, it's not my fault. She goes, Valerie Sanders. She has a twin sister also that's married to Sinister Gates. Ugh, Valerie is a baddie, but she gets in her car, drives away, smashed and killed. And so then like the part, like, it's funny because like that part isn't even the part that made me cry the first time I saw it. Like, pregnant chick getting unalloyed, like that's definitely sad, don't get me wrong, but the part that got me like boo-hooing was like Sinister Gates being like the angel on top of her casket as she's being lowered down, and he's just like, I'm like, whoo, this is sad. And then like, ugh, I could absolutely, without any doubt in my mind, do a live performance of Seize the Day and just make it so just like raw, like emotions. Yes, similar but also different. Yes, they are very different, but same concept of like, hey y'all, we're sad right now because like someone we love just like so yeah, that like him being on top of the piano, not piano, the casket, playing that as like the angel, and then like towards the end, like just M Shadow's just like tossing himself around the jail cell, just like, I stand here alone. I'm like, oh. That absolutely could have been one of those songs where, like, if we're like dissecting songs for a moment, which we are, because I say we are. If I wasn't, then why would I say we are? If you know the reference, you know the reference. If we're dissecting songs, that's one of those moments where I think they could have like okay, at the end of Seize the Day, they do like the silence, you lost me, no chance for one more day. Silence, you lost me, no chance for one more day. And then it's like that verse repeating, but then on top of it is like the I stand here alone, falling away from you, no chance to get back home. Like, the first time singing the I Stand Here Alone part, definitely sing that beautifully. Like, yep, like, sad, I'm crying. And then there should be, like, the second and last time they sing that, like, M Shadow sings that part, that should be more like, stand here, like, that type of energy. Like, you're sad, I'm crying. No, I'm angry. Screw these tears, I'm angry right now. Like, I want to hear some, like, the energy that was in So Far Away at the end of the song, like, the last, like, so far away, that part, like, you can hear, okay, let's be hornballs for a moment. One of those, like, what's a non-sexual thing that turns you on? When it comes to music, one of many things that comes to music, one of the things is the crackling in a singer's voice, where it's the line that crosses from being pretty to being raw. Because I know some artists, like, I'm not ever going to say I'm the greatest singer, but I've been a singer since I was in 5th grade. So I know how to do that transition from, like, you know, like, pretty crackle. Like Sia sometimes does, like, a pretty crackle in her voice. And she also does a raw one, too. But that, like, transition where, you know, they just, like, skeeted over that line and did, like, the, like, kind of, that, the crackle and the growl. Yes, that bubbly. I almost think of it as, like, boiling water. Like, you can hear that. It kind of reminds me of, like, a guitarist, like, when you hear their fingers slide on the strings, and you hear that, like, sound, like that metal sound. I'm like, oh, those are 2 sounds, both of those. Yo, I'm a when in doubt, step it out. It is. So the first time I ever heard So Far Away, of course I cried my heart out, because this was also while I was in, middle school, and they kept replaying the video on MTV, and I would fall asleep to MTV being on and wake up the next day. It's like, oh, So Far Away is on, and now I'm sad again. But the music video of that, like, I would bet any money that, you know how, like, you know, when people are making music videos, typically, like, they might be, like, quietly singing, or they might just be mouthing a song. No, you can see M Shadow's veins, like, so far away. Oh, there is something about the crackling of a sound. Like, you know who else does that? Showing how not straight I am. Our Lord and Savior, one of them, Maria from In This Moment, in the song The Fighter. She does that, like, crackle in her voice. She does it in other songs too, but that song, I'm like, whoo. If y'all, okay, for people that might be watching this at some point in time that are not neurospicy, and you want to know what it's like to be positively overstimulated from music, you want to know what that feels like, consume magical portobellos, go into a dark room, put on Spotify, lay down on your bed, close your eyes, and play that song. Whether you close your eyes or open them, I guess that really doesn't matter, but you will understand what it's like to feel so euphoric, like surround sound around you, like you are, like the music is cradling you. It is like wrapping around you, like borderline suffocating, but that feeling of, like, I would imagine, I've never died, but I would imagine what it's like to be under, like, anesthesia. Like, that transition of, like you're anxious, like, oh no, is it kicking in? And then you're like, whew, I'm calm. This is beautiful. You're in a beautiful place. Or, like, the moment before a person dies, that, like, I know this is borderline, like, religious. I'm not trying to make it religious, because I myself am not religious, but, like, that moment of, like, if there's family around or whatever, they're saying, like, yep, come on, we got you. That, like, that is what it feels like to be overstimulated by music that just hits you. The goosebumps, the feeling of your eyes dilating, your brain, like, having fireworks and, like, feeling fuzzy in so many different areas, almost the entire area, from, like, the base of your neck going up. You could feel that in a wave. The chills that go down your body. Your inability to stop, like, fidgeting. That is what it feels like to listen to a song that hits your soul when you're neurodivergent. And imagine us trying to mask that. Imagine us trying to hide that feeling because we're considered weird. We are weirdos, but we're considered like the bad weirdos of society. Sorry you can't feel that. No, I'm not sorry you can't feel that because you're just a jerk about it. But like, that is what it feels like. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going into music psychology, because like, oh Jesus. Go in the corner. Right. Go. I'm gonna read your other comment for a moment. Oh my gosh.
OJ the Viking played
Never
60 cents
gonna
for 0
dance
bits.
again. Oh, I know what I'm doing after this stream. Oh, after these fine messages. Oh, you thought she was saying like metaphorically, like this feels like a loss. Or I'm sorry, you were saying like, oh, like, yeah, this is metaphorically like a loss, and she's like, JK, he gone. That's awkward. That's guawkward. Wow, dang, that's that's so awkward. I know it's 11:18 my time, but I'm going till 11:30, and if y'all don't like it, then leave. Then leave. Get that bread, get the head, then leave. It's one of my hoe anthems. Oh, respectfully, OJ. This would be one of those moments where if you were sitting next to me, that would be very just... I would never act upon that, but in my... like, yes, so that is what it feels like to be overstimulated in a good way. It was a great it literally was, it was a loss. It was a huge loss. You're like, yeah, I could get how that would feel. She's like, no, it my brother in Christ happened. Like, yeah, I got that. You know, things can feel so surreal, right? She's like, no, it is real. Oh gosh. Which reminds me, bro, I don't have work tomorrow. And I'm caffeinated. Should I? I'm wanting to... consume some portobellos. I've been wanting to for a while now. I don't know if I will. I could. God. I don't know. Yeah, that is what it feels like. And then once I finally did like battery acid and portobellos, once I finally done both those, because batteries are just like electric guitars, whereas like portobellos are acoustic. You can think of it as that way. People like those. Yeah, you know, you could really feel, you might really feel like you're seeing his body one last time. Like, this is really like a goodbye, a farewell. I could understand how it feels. She's like, no, his body was there. You're like, yeah. Sometimes we could hallucinate and, like, you know, when we're emotional, things could really look like something's there. She's like, the body was there. Oh Lord. I have a playlist on Spotify. I think it's something to the degree of like called like Fatism beats or something like that. Because there's songs where it's like, it doesn't necessarily have to have a Fatism beat, but it needs to have either some type of like melodic repetition that makes you like oof 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 oof, or like a Fatism beat, or like a moment where it's just big time like that. So I will mention that playlist at some point in time again to add songs to it. I will tell y'all what are some songs on it. You're like, dang, you seem hurt. Like, you're really taking this to heart. I mean, I understand that it was a sad breakup, but you know, we will heal. It's okay. She's like, no, he's gone. Yeah, you know, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. What are some of my Fatism beats that you asked about? I'm glad you asked. So, and mind you, the songs go all over the place. Like as far as genre goes. So if y'all want to add the song to your playlist and have some Fatism beats, songs that make me stimulated in a positive way. So, Blah 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 by Kesha. Bad Girls by MIA, which I guess screw up. Or is she the one we said to screw up MIA? I think so. I don't know. I don't know why there's so many B ones right here, but Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Of course I do. Tonight I'm fucking You by Enrique Iglesias. Oh, that I love that song. That is one of those songs. Wait, what are you talking about, Jess? Like, you know he's still existing, right? No, he's not. Well, you know, see reality. This is reality. Yeah, it could feel like it, but it's not. So I would have here. That is one of the worst things I've ever imagined in this existence, Jess. You and OJ go in the corner. Go in the corner. Think about what y'all have done. Oh, that is disgusting, and I'm not even gonna let any more time. Because wasn't there a post that was also like, oh, like, do vampires, like, use tampons as to dunk in their hot water for tea? And I'm like, I don't even get squeamish from blood or like period talk. I don't get squeamish for those. That is just
No, God, please, no! No!
no.
OJ the Viking played Please God No for 0 bits.
I'm just gonna cleanse my mind and just continue to name songs that get me overstimulated. Okay, because we're not gonna entertain that, right? So, I Want to Go by Britney Spears. My Type by Saweetie. Up by Cardi B. Toxic by Britney Spears. Poker Face, Lady Gaga.
Jasmine 13 played Heat for 0 bits.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, I can never pronounce. Is it like? I know it's not pronounced main skin, but like it's the A that has a little circle on top. Anyways, their song "I Want to Be Your Slave." I love that song. Of course, "Body" by Megan. "Piece of Me" Britney Spears. "Light It Up" by Major Lazer. Like a G6, of course. Mattel from Avenged Sevenfold. Oh, that's just, I love Mattel. Sex Metal Barbie by In This Moment. I'm telling you, this goes all over the place. The second virginity is crazy. Not you being like Regina from Mean Girls, like, I was half a virgin when I met him. OJ lost his other half right there. Oh gosh. Uh Billie Eilish by Armani White. Oh, bitch, I'm stylish. Glock tuck, big t-shirt, Billie Eilish. Oh, that song. Okay. GMFU by Auditory. I have to re-listen to that one because I don't know who they are, or I can't think of it. But In the Name of Love by BB Rexa and Martin Garrix. Oh, Freaks by Timmy Trumpet. That's a. Oh, I love that song. Like, I too enjoy her body yaddy. Yaddy yaddy. Body crazy, curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist. Let's see. Oh, of course, Every Time We Touch by Cascada. Then there's I'm Good, the David Guetta and BB Rexa version. Deli, of course, by Ice Spice. Oh my gosh. I know Ice Spice isn't really liked right now because all she talks about is her butt and, like, poop. But, like, I don't care. Her beats are so good. I love it. Her body. Adi Adi. Oh, Oxytocin by Billie. Oof. That song is fire. And seeing her live and playing that song, oh, that is one of the perfect representations of sit in a dark room, surround sound, play that song, you're tripping. We Love You by Avenged Sevenfold. Oh my gosh, build. Day and Night by Kid Cudi. Come on, that song is fire. Applause, Lady Gaga. I promise I'm almost done. TikTok, of course, by Kesha. Give Me More, Britney. Take It Off, Kesha. Scream and Shout, Will I Am and Britney. If You Seek Amy, Britney. I love Britney. Judas by Lady Gaga. E.T. by Katy Perry. Super Bass, Nicki. And, what is this? Trick Clash 220 by Light Show Magic. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's a fire song. I don't know why I have Meet Grants on it. I don't think that was meant to be on there, but yeah, those are some fire songs that if I listen to at any point in time, that'd put me in a trance. Okay. I'm going to put a couple things outside, so it looks like we did a couple things outside. And then I think we'll be able to say that I'm going to put it on morning time. And then we'll be able to say that we are at a pausing point, so I don't take up more of y'all's time. Ooh. Although hockey, I feel like no matter how long I go on for, y'all will still try to linger, which respect. Let's put this bike over here. OJ and Jess, if you're still around, without getting canceled or my live getting taken down, what are y'all's favorite swears? I guess they asked Kamala Harris that question not too long ago. I don't know who they is, but she was asked that not too long ago. Now it's on my mind. Like, what are y'all's favorite swears? And if you need to spell it out in a way that won't get it flagged, fair enough. I love me a good old C-U-N-T. I love saying that word. Oh, that word, I'm just like, because it makes some old white girlies, it makes them so like, oh my gosh, you can't say that. Why not? Dang, Jess! Wait, OJ, did you get flagged too? Oh no, just Justin. When Twitch is like, yeah, we've heard this question before, we're prepared. See, as you should, Jess. I just love that word. It really makes, like, the Karens of the world so mad. And it's so funny to me. Like, I think them being mad about it makes me laugh even more. I'm like, really? This is... You know, Karens of the world, they'll wholeheartedly, with their full chest, drop the N-word. But a good sea bag is the one that they're like, don't say that. But they'll be like, it's just regarding the N-word, it's just a word. I don't understand why people are so bothered. Like, words only have meaning if you put meaning on it. But then you call her a can't, we'll say. Bubble farts is crazy. That's wild. I also love a good old, of course, by it being said by the people from the community, it could be said by dropping the good old F slur. Oh, that tickles my brain so much. I know it's problematic, but I don't really care. Oh, what is that? I'm just like, huh. Yeah. Karens will be like, keep your gender stuff to yourself, and we don't care. Why does it matter so much? While also being the same people that'll be like, we should look at your hoo-has to know which bathroom to use. Like, you want to look at a minor's hoo-ha? Weird. Like, not once have I ever cared about who's in the stall next to me. I know, everyone's experience is different, I know. I don't care. There's just so many swears that I'm just so like, that tickles me. I'm gonna put this over here. What time is it? It's 11:33. Ugh, we gotta go in a moment. I mean, do we have to? No, but do I want to make sure y'all get some type of sleep? I don't want y'all to be crabby in it being from me. Yeah, let's see what it's like to put this over here. I'm still debating whether or not to go live tomorrow. I think as of right now, be under the assumption that I am not going live tomorrow. Just because I will be going live on Sunday and on Monday as well. Once I get done doing my mom's hair on Monday, I'll come back here and do it, which I should be over her place by like 12 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. So, I should be able to like get done with her stuff at a reasonable time, then come back here on Monday and, you know, go on stream for a little bit longer of a time. I'm trying not to go on too late on Monday. So I think I'm not going to go on Saturday. First of all, sorry girl, chance I want to kick her out. Sure. Right. And like, I'm so pro going into whatever bathroom you want. Like, I really don't care most time. Going to whatever bathroom. I've gone to the men's bathroom so many times, and sometimes I've done it just to prove the point that I can and I will, and what are you gonna do about it? But in a not so progressive thinking for a moment, why was she in the men's restroom? Like, that's, hello? Like, are you lost? Yeah, that's interesting. Can I not put tables against me? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, she's mad weird. So, I want to say with this build, I know there's not a lot of like flashy in your face red stuff regarding Garnet, and that's actually, besides the outside stuff, but that's actually super intentional because I didn't want this to be red just for the sake of being red. When I'm doing interpretations of the crystals, I don't want it to just default to that color just for the sake of it being that color. I want it to make sense. I want the vibe to be there more than I want the color aspect. So when I think of like Garnet, as far as like, if I were to live in Garnet, what would that look like? I think of cozy, I think of fun, I think of like, let's be free. I guess with it being on the beach, it kind of gives like a beach house vibes, to which like, okay, different from your norm, because it is transformative and all that vibes. So I'm aware that it's not reeking of red, and it might not come across immediately as Garnet, but that's a great thing about interpretations, that this is mine. And if someone on here that's watching at some point in time wants something different, then I don't know, do it, make it different. So yeah, so I'll pause here. Okay, I think this is a good place to pause. So I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick. On Sunday, I will go on live, and then thank you. On Sunday, I will go on live, and that will probably be, I'm hoping to be done at my mom's house no later than like 5 p.m. my time, which by now y'all should know. I feel like I'll be done around like 5 p.m. my time, or I want to be done before 5 p.m. my time. So we'll maybe expect to be on here maybe at around like 6 p.m. my time. What is that? Like at the potential latest. In my world, I would get out of there at like maybe around 4 p.m.-ish. So that way I could be on in like the 5 p.m. range. But either way, that's why y'all have your notifications on, right? Right, of course. So that'll probably be the goal for, I'm sorry, for Monday, if that'll be the case. Sunday, I get out of work, we're looking at, I should be out by 5, but at the latest, like 6, which means I'll be on live either, if I get out on time, then I'll be on live at like 6 p.m. If I get out late, then I'll be on at closer to like 7 p.m. I will still post it up on my story, on my notification, oh my gosh, on my social medias. But of course, TikTok is the main place that I will do it on. But otherwise, if you have me on different social media, you'll see it there too. So yeah, Sunday I'll probably finish up this house. Depending on how it's going, I will stream at some point. Literally, I will. Y'all will see when y'all see. Yeah, I'll finish this house on Sunday. I don't think I'm gonna be on tomorrow. Not like I really have things to do out in the world. Actually, you know what I want to do? One of the things I want to accomplish tomorrow. There's a place called Nardelli's here in Connecticut. I guess it's kind of like a chain-ish deli place. And yeah, I definitely am, just especially having school this week. Saturday will be my slight break day. But Saturday will be a stream day, like in the future, that I will continue to do. But I've never been to Nardelli's before, and I heard that they have some like bomb vegan sandwich options. So I'm like, oh, I like vegan sandwiches. So I think I'm gonna try them out and maybe post it up on my social medias and be like, hey, I tried it, this is what I think. They have a couple different vegan options I keep seeing posted up. So yeah, this one, I guess, I'll probably, I don't know which one I'm gonna go to. I don't know. There's a couple different ones around, but I've heard good things, so I'm going to try them out tomorrow, as well as occupy myself with other stuff, including homework stuff. And I'm so tickled by the fact that I'm in political science as one of my classes. Love it so far. And I'm tickled at the fact that one of the immediate books we're going to have to read is about Karl Marx. Just because I know, you know, super right-leaning people are going to be all like, Marxist society and stuff like that. Or I'm like, you know what? Humble moment. I don't really know anything about the dude. I just know right-leaning people don't really like him, and I guess left-leaning people like him and whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, this will be interesting reading this book that's about him, or I don't know if he wrote it or if it's about him. I don't know. But it's pretty interesting regarding my political science class. Your phone bomb. Thank you, Kai, for finding me. Thank you, bestie. So it's a slim book. Luckily, it's not anything that's too big of a book. But yeah, so Saturday's gonna be a fun, dumb day. But I'm probably gonna get litty tonight. I think I am. So let's save this. Let's press save. And let's reread our our affirmation one more time for this week that fell. downloaded my medication. Dang. Okay. Absolutely. For realsies. Okay, let's read our affirmation one last time before we switch it on Sunday. So it says, I will treasure this moment I am in. Let's see. Capturing the now. Sometimes the best moments in life pass us by because we were too busy to notice them or focused on what we were going to do next. To capture these moments, write about them in a journal at the end of each day. These could be a poignant conversation with a relative, an amusing anecdote shared with a friend, or a beautiful sunset. By writing down these memories as they happen, they will be recorded forever. Love that. I actually really like that one a lot. I think that's probably one of my favorite ones. So, say goodbye to this one. We're going to put it back in our box of affirmations. Say goodbye. And Sunday, we will read off our new manifestation. Oh my gosh, I keep wanting to say manifestations. Affirmations. I did some manifestations recently. Acted upon it and whatnot. So that is in there. Manifirmations. That sounds like a hippie coffee space. All right, let's press save. So again, I will not be on Saturday. Don't expect me to be on Saturday though. Like, if at any point in time y'all want to be like, hey, I'm gonna be like, hey. So saved. We're gonna save and exit. And while this loads out, y'all know what to do because I know how much y'all are infatuated with me. So I know you wouldn't betray my my trust in y'all to hug yourself, right? Right. I know y'all are doing it every single time I'm asking y'all to do it, right? Right. Of course we are. So I would like everyone that's watching this at any point in time, I don't care if you're feeling great or depressed, so I really don't care either way. Not to say I don't care, but whatever you're feeling each way, there's no reason why you can't hug yourself. Yeah, that's a PG way of putting it. I would like each and every one of you to stretch out your arms and bring it in. Oh my gosh, we made it to Friday. We made it to the end of the week, and I have tomorrow off. Oh my gosh, I feel so nice. Woo! We made it to the end of the week. We did it. You know, we really have been making such improvements on so many aspects of my life that I don't need to speak on right now, but so many aspects of life, and I'm just so proud of you, Queen. Tell yourself you are proud of yourself, whatever insert royalty title. I don't care if you say, I am proud of myself, King. I am proud of you, King. I am proud of you, Queen. I am proud of you, royalty. You tell yourself, I am proud of you. There's no reason why you can't say that to yourself. I am proud of you, bestie. I'm proud of you, Queen. You've done such a good job. Whew, you deserve a breathing day, a relaxation day, a self-care day, a solo day, a you day, a selfish day. You deserve that, right? Right. Oof, you are so great. Ha! We made it, and we have some bomb people in our circle. Bro, I'm literally famous, and I'm so in love with the people in my circle that still stayed by my side even after I became famous. No, but high key though, one of my posts again on TikTok is going crazy. So, you girls can be famous for being dumb. Oh my gosh. Ooh, we are educated. We are amazing. We are beautiful. We are lovely. Isn't she lovely? Whew. All right, make sure at the end of your hug, you give yourself an extra tight squeeze. You deserve it. Seal in that hug. Oh, tell yourself once again, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I know you guys are doing this, right? If I ever find out you guys aren't doing this, I'm going to cry. And y'all rarely are going to see me cry in life. I'm going to cry. You don't want to see me cry, so just do it. And whenever you are feeling okay to do so, release that hug and say, I am worth it. You all say it with me. I am worth it. Nice job. I'm Dora the Explorer over here. Repeat after me, right? Alrighty, y'all. I will see you guys on Sunday. Again, hopefully going live somewhere between 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, on my gallery, which information right down here, it has been my crystal collections are pretty much up to date on the gallery as far as being posted up. I'm still catching up on some of my YouTube videos being posted up. I think I still need to post up Jade. Ouch. Jade and maybe another one. I don't know. But I'll post those up. Still catching up. I'm behind on some things. Now I have the hiccups. So I guess that's my sign that I should log off. So yeah, thank you everyone that has been here. Thank you anyone that has ever subscribed or followed me at some point in time along the way. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for making this such an awesome space and an awesome time for me and for y'all. I don't do this for myself. I do it for y'all. So I hope that I hope that you guys, or whoever watches, whether just on YouTube, live on Twitch at some point in time, you're just lurking, whatever, however you watch this, I hope this does something positive for you. And if it doesn't, hey, still let me know. I want to have a good debate. I think I would be a bad debater, but I don't know. Let's see. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
OJ the Viking played smoke weed every day for 0 bits.
And I do. And I do. About to get litty. See you later. I don't know why that sounded like Mad Patois right there. Bye.